Sportsman, it's Lamont. We back with another reaction video. And again, today we're just reacting to some news out of Charlotte. Just a kind of story that just been getting glossed over, primarily because the NBA playoffs, these games, just the excitement of the NBA kind of has our attention taken away from some of these other stories. But once I saw this story, I knew it was something that I definitely needed to report on. Before we get started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you comment on the video. Comment. And whenever you engage and interact with any video that we have, it all helps with production, content, and things of that nature. So definitely make sure you stay engaged with all the content. But again, we got this story out of Charlotte. Charlotte Hornets radio broadcaster suspended indefinitely for racial slur in tweet. And as we can see right here, the broadcaster's name is John Focke, and he states, shot making in this Jazz, and it's supposed to be Nuggets game, is awesome. Murray and Mitchell going back and forth. And that's what it is, back and forth. You don't see the fourth, but that was the last word of the tweet. Now, the word that's blurred out, he used the N word, and as soon as this was realized, he deleted the tweet. But obviously, whenever you post something like this on Twitter and you have any type of following, people are going to screenshot it, and it's usually stuck out there forever. It's not really something that you can hide or shy away from. So once this circulated, Charlotte Hornets immediately suspended the guy, and this is just this is one of the it's starting to become a common occurrence for words to be misconstrued, whether it's verbal, whether you're typing it, and I'm just starting to think that, although this guy did vehemently apologize after the fact, he said it was a mistake. He was trying to type in Nuggets, not the N word. I just think with all of the technology that we have today, all of the ways that you can, make sure that things like this are typed correctly, I just don't understand how he was able to send out this message with the word typed incorrectly. Obviously, we have things like autocorrect and autofill when we're typing, and that's what made me think. I'm gonna go to this other screenshot. This is something that actually made me think about an app that I have on my phone. Now, this is an app that came with my phone. It came with my phone, and what it does is it helps me become more efficient when I'm texting, typing. I run a business, so sometimes when I need to send template messages to customers that are kind of long, and this app helps me remember what I've typed in the past, so I can type one word and it'll just complete the sentence for me because it remembers patterns in the way I type. So I'm going to show you right here. So what we have right here, it says my typing stats, and it just has a typing heat map, 82% more efficient. Taps to save, it predicts words for me. As you can see, it can complete words for me. It has word flows, and again, so what this app essentially does is it keeps track of, it definitely keeps track of everything that I type. If it's a new word, is it a saved word, is it something that I commonly type? And so when I go back and I look at this guy's tweet, when I look at this guy's tweet, the only way I can see that this word gets in there when you start to type the letter N is if this is a word that you commonly type and your autofill is just filling it in for you, and he's just typing the rest of the message so fast he doesn't realize it. And my belief is that people who make this error, it's not something that, this is not a word that your autofill or your autocorrect is going to just fill in for you if you've never typed it in before. I think this is something that he's probably typed in on his phone or device multiple times. His computer or his phone device recognized this and filled the word in for him and he just didn't realize it because he uses the word so frequently. That's the only way this mistake can happen. Because again, nuggets and then the N-word are two very different words. And the only way you make this mistake is, again, I send out template messages all the time. There are a lot of words that I use repeatedly over and over with my business. And again, he's in the business of sports. He's in the business of using NBA teams' names multiple times over and over and over. So I'm almost positive as a broadcaster, as a guy that probably is writing and typing a lot, he's making use of some of these applications on our devices that allow us to be more efficient when we're texting, when we're tweeting, when we're typing, so we can get information out, to the world a lot faster. I think this is just a product of his own device just kind of exposing him. So I think this was a word that he's used multiple times in the past. And as we can see from my phone, words that I commonly use are going to be more easily predicted. Right? See, it says right here I have 498 words predicted. There are words that I use a lot in my business when I'm typing that could be more easily predicted, and I think this just was the case in his situation, because again, you're not just going to type one letter and gloss over it. What autofill does is you type one letter in, you allow it to autofill if it's the word that you want, and then you just type in the rest. It's not going to show you an autofill word that you've never used in the past. So to say that the N word was accidentally typed in there, I just think as a broadcaster, as somebody whose profession is to speak publicly, potentially write and draft things that go out to the public, as with his tweet, I really think that this is inexcusable. I hope that Michael Jordan does the right thing, and he should definitely be firing this guy immediately. And there should really be no investigation with regards to this. These are things that just can't be tolerated. When Kobe Bryant passed, there was a news anchor who accidentally used the N-word when speaking. I think she was speaking about the Denver Nuggets, although Kobe Bryant never played on the Denver Nuggets. And when she was speaking, instead of saying Nuggets, she said the N-word, which again, the only way, again, our brains are like these programs, these programs that help us predict what we're going to type to help us be more efficient. Our brains are continually learning things that we say over and over and over. This is how we can flow with certain sentences. And when she said that, obviously to me, when you make a mistake like that, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to apologize, because your livelihood and your job is at stake. So the fact that these people are making these mistakes and apologizing, I honestly don't really look at those apologies as extremely sincere. I'm not saying that these people can't work in their fields, but obviously there should be repercussions. Whenever you make a grave mistake like this, there should definitely be repercussions. And this just happens to be one of those situations where if you make this mistake, it's going to cost you your job, and you're going to have to build your reputation back up to get your job back. So Michael Jordan with your Charlotte Hornets, I definitely hope that you can do the right thing. I really, really hope that you can go ahead and make the right decision. Understand that there's no way that this could have been accidentally typed in. Regardless of our personal emotions and feelings for the guy, I know a lot of people said they speak highly of this guy and they really like him, but at the end of the day, this is inexcusable. And I just hate the fact that and just in the social climate that we're in now, stories like this really get glossed over. We didn't see it on ESPN. It just kind of got swept under the rug. Just a really, really small story out of Charlotte, when these stories are the stories that we need to be focusing in on, because when you're dealing with and when you're trying to address racism, it's the underlining racism that's the primary problem. I mean, the people who are racist behind closed doors, those are the people who control jobs, who control power and things of that nature. So what we need to do is we just need to start exposing those people. And again, what's happening now is our own technology is beginning to expose these people. As we saw with some cops in Ohio, text messages got exposed. that they were all affiliated with the KKK and they were white supremacists. You know, when those text messages get exposed like that, your social media is exposing you. The same here with this guy. I feel as if the technology in the phones today exposed him with the word predictions. And then the same thing with the lady when she was speaking on Kobe Bryant, and instead of saying the Denver Nuggets, she said the N-word. I think, again, that's her, with her frequent use of the word, exposed herself. And these games, you know, what we need to start doing is when we start making these actions intolerable and people just get immediately fired on the spot, that's when you start to see it happen less and less. Now, I'm not opposed to, you know, maybe Michael Jordan, along with firing this guy, giving him some sensitivity classes, training, you know, hopefully he can maybe network with some of the community out there in Charlotte to get this addressed, get it better. But it's going to start with just the acceptance and understanding of what you did. And again, although he vehemently denied doing this intentionally, I feel this is a word that he commonly uses behind the scenes. All right, you guys, let me know what you think, man. Let me know what you think about this particular story. Why do you think these types of stories are getting glossed over, swept under the rug so much, and ignored? Why are we allowing NBA basketball to take the forefront over these social issues that a lot of the players in the NBA were really vehemently standing up for prior to the NBA season restarting? So I know the NBA's been doing a lot. I hope that the NBA has a hand in this particular issue and can compel the Charlotte Hornets to do the right thing. But definitely, John Focke, Charlotte Hornets broadcaster, should be fired. But again, let me know what you think in the comments. Also, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to the video. Again, we're grinding into 100K. Just here with another news video. We will be back soon with some more game highlights. The games for today are rounding out now, and hopefully we can get some of those games reviewed and covered as well. With FYF Sportsman, another breaking news video.